In the echoing corridors of time, there lies a haunting question. Why did we forsake the grandeur of majestic spires and intricate stonework for the cold sterility of concrete slabs? The answer, buried under layers of forgotten history, is whispered through the voices of abandoned cathedrals and derelict mansions. It begins with the enigmatic tale of the St. Augustine Basilica in the heart of New Orleans. Built in 1794 by artisans whose names have been erased from the annals of time, the basilica is a testament to an era when beauty and structure were intertwined. Witnesses from the period recount an inexplicable phenomenon: stone blocks, weighing several tons, seemingly levitated into place by unknown means. The structure's arches, defying the understanding of gravity, rise like arms towards the heavens, held aloft by an unseen force. As the 19th century unfolded, whispers grew into a cacophony. The New York City Hall, completed in 1812, stands as a relic of forgotten mastery. The building's dome, an engineering marvel, was constructed using a method known only to a few select craftsmen. These artisans mysteriously vanished after the dome's completion, leaving no records of their methods. Witnesses described the shimmering metallic sheen of the dome, which seemed to change color with the phases of the moon, as if imbued with life itself. The city elders, fearing the power of such knowledge, allegedly sealed the blueprints away, deep within the catacombs beneath the city, guarded by a secret society known only as the Keepers of the Craft. Enter the enigmatic figure of Professor Elias Cromwell, a maverick historian who dared to challenge the established narrative. In 1873, Cromwell published a treatise claiming that the ornate facades of Boston's Old State House were constructed using an advanced form of acoustic levitation. He uncovered journals from the workers who described a harmony of sound that resonated through the air, lifting stones as if they were feathers. The echoes of these sonic waves could still be felt in the building's foundations, claimed Cromwell, a testament to their enduring power. His work was quickly discredited by the academic elite, who branded him a madman and consigned his research to obscurity. The final chapter in this architectural enigma unfolds with the Washington National Cathedral, completed in 1912. Its Gothic spires pierce the sky, defying the supposed limitations of the era. The construction, said to be guided by celestial alignments, features gargoyles that bear an uncanny precision of craftsmanship, their eyes seemingly alive with knowledge. According to suppressed documents unearthed by an anonymous source, the masons claimed to have been guided by visions of celestial beings, who provided the mathematical equations essential for the cathedral's balance and symmetry. These documents were seized by the Smithsonian Institution, which claimed them to be forgeries. Yet, the most compelling evidence lies hidden beneath the streets of Chicago, where the Auditorium building, completed in 1889, stands as a silent guardian of secrets long buried. A marvel of acoustics, the building could amplify a whisper from the stage to the highest balcony. Engineers today still ponder over the architectural precision that allows such a feat during its construction. Witnesses reported seeing ghostly figures, believed to be the spirits of ancient architects, guiding the hands of the workers. These phenomena were documented by a local journalist, whose reports were mysteriously retracted from publication, replaced with mundane explanations. The sudden shift from breathtaking beauty to the brutalism of concrete was not a mere accident of history. It was a calculated move orchestrated by shadowy forces determined to control the architectural narrative. A clandestine meeting in 1905, known only as the Convention of the Cement Guild, was held in a secluded mansion in the Hudson Valley. Attendees included industrial magnates, military officials, and influential architects. The agenda was clear: to standardize construction practices using concrete. A witness to this gathering, an architect named Jonathan Rees, later revealed that the Guild had plans to suppress traditional methods, which they deemed a threat to their burgeoning monopolistic ambitions. Rees's accounts were swiftly discredited, and he vanished without a trace later that year. The aftermath of the Guild's secretive convention was swift and catastrophic for traditional architecture. In 1907, the majestic Penn Station in New York was completed, a masterpiece of Beaux-Arts design. Yet, within a few short decades, it was slated for demolition. Why destroy such grandeur? The answer lies in the ambitions of the railroad tycoons, who had allied themselves with the cement giants. They envisioned a sterile, uniform future, devoid of the unpredictable beauty of stone and glass. A whistleblower from the Pennsylvania Railroad, Arthur Lang, leaked documents revealing that the demolition was not due to structural issues as claimed, but rather a strategic move to propagate concrete's dominance. Lang's information was quickly buried, and he was forced into exile in Europe. In parallel, the academic world was complicit in this architectural coup d'état. The establishment of the American Institute of Architects, AIA, in the late 19th century marked the beginning of a new era. Under the guise of innovation, the AIA aggressively promoted concrete as the material of the future. They funded research to discredit ancient building techniques, labeling them as inefficient and outdated. Professor Margaret Hargrove, an outspoken critic of the AIA, discovered that their archives contained decades of suppressed research on alternative materials and techniques. Her attempts to publish her findings were blocked by the Institute, and she was subsequently ousted from her position at the University of Chicago. Meanwhile, on the West Coast, the city of San Francisco was a battleground for architectural ideologies following the 1906 earthquake. The disaster was used as a pretext by the concrete lobby to push their agenda, citing the fire-resistant properties of their material. However, an independent engineer, Edwin Clark, discovered that many of the buildings that survived the quake were constructed using traditional methods. Clark documented instances where ornate facades and structures withstood the seismic forces better than their concrete counterparts. His report was dismissed by city officials, who had been lured by lucrative contracts from the concrete industry. Clark's career was systematically dismantled, and he faded into obscurity. The final nail in the coffin for beautiful architecture was hammered in during the reconstruction of the White House in 1902. The extensive renovations were shrouded in secrecy and led by the First Lady's insistence on modernization. The public was told it was a necessary update for safety and convenience. However, insiders revealed that the design changes were heavily influenced by the concrete industry's lobbying efforts. The original structure, a marvel of federal architecture, featured walls imbued with a resonance that purportedly balanced the energies of the nation. After the renovations, that balance was lost, and the White House was transformed into a fortress of cold rigidity. These revelations were covered up, leaving only whispers of their truth in the halls of power. The allure of pre-modern architecture lies not just in its outward beauty, but in the unfathomable mysticism of its engineering. Consider the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California, a sprawling Victorian mansion constructed under the guidance of Sarah Winchester from 1884 to 1922. Built with no master blueprints and featuring staircases leading to nowhere, doors that open onto walls, and its bewildering design, the mansion was not merely a testament to eccentricity but to forgotten architectural prowess. Some researchers, like Dr. Felix Marlowe, believe the house was designed using principles of sacred geometry, a theory he based on the house's harmonic proportions and mysterious ambient energies detected with early 20th century instruments. His findings were ridiculed, and the scientific community labeled them as pseudoscience. The daring design of the Flatiron Building, completed in 1902 in New York, defies both wind and logic. Its triangular shape seems improbable, yet it stands firm against the notorious gusts at the intersection of Broadway and Fifth Avenue. The secret, according to historical architect William Mason, lies in the building's uncanny ability to redirect wind currents through an intricate system of internal ducts and arches that create a stabilizing airflow. Mason's theory suggests that the building's design was influenced by ancient principles used in the construction of the pyramids of Giza, principles that modern engineers struggle to comprehend. This notion was suppressed by the engineering community, eager to attribute the building's success to early modern techniques. In the heart of Pennsylvania, the Vandergrift Building's clock tower, completed in 1895, stands as a mysterious testament to time itself. This clock tower was rumored to be synchronized with celestial cycles, a feat supposedly achieved by a clockmaker known only as Master Horus, whose identity remains shrouded in mystery. Witnesses claimed the clock would reset itself to the exact second of lunar eclipses, an anomaly that defies mechanical possibility. A local historian, Emily Carter, uncovered blueprints suggesting the use of materials that responded to magnetic fields, yet her work was swiftly dismissed by the scientific community as nothing more than fanciful speculation. On the fringes of the Midwest, the Cahokia Mounds stand as relics of an ancient civilization whose construction methods remain a mystery. The central mound, estimated to have been completed around 1050 AD, is aligned precisely with the cardinal points and solstices. Modern archaeologists are baffled by the precision with which these mounds were constructed, using primitive tools. Some speculate that the builders possessed advanced knowledge of geodesy and astronomy, knowledge that was passed down through generations but lost with the arrival of European settlers. These theories gain little traction in academic circles, overshadowed by the more palatable narrative of simple, rudimentary construction techniques. Finally, the Grand Central Terminal in New York, completed in 1913, is more than just a hub for commuters. Its ceiling, adorned with a breathtaking astronomical mural, is painted with gold leaf and contains hidden messages that align with the stars. The terminal's architects, Reed and Stem, along with Warren and Wetmore, reportedly consulted with astronomers and mystics to ensure its celestial accuracy. Yet, the most baffling feature is the construction's acoustic perfection. A whisper from one corner of the terminal's whispering gallery can be heard clearly on the opposite side, a phenomenon that has yet to be replicated in modern architecture. These mysteries remain unsolved, with explanations often dismissed as mere coincidences. Beneath the veneer of cold concrete lies a chilling revelation. Our departure from ornate architecture was not just a loss of aesthetic but a severance from the esoteric knowledge embedded within those structures. Take, for instance, the haunting tale of the Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco, originally constructed for the 1915 Panama Pacific Exposition. This architectural marvel was designed by Bernard Maybeck, who reportedly infused the structure with an alchemical symbolism intended to inspire transformation and enlightenment. Witnesses from the era described inexplicable occurrences during its construction, tools that moved on their own and scaffolding that seemed to assemble itself during the night. These phenomena were dismissed as fanciful tales, yet they point to a deeper understanding of energy manipulation that has since been lost to time. The architectural elegance of the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina, completed in 1895, is more than a testament to opulence. It is a library of hidden knowledge. Designed by Richard Morris Hunt and landscaped by Frederick Law Olmsted, the estate's layout follows the principles of sacred spatial design. The winding pathways and gardens align with constellations visible at the estate's latitude, a feature only discernible to those versed in archaeoastronomy. Local folklore speaks of a secret chamber beneath the estate, where Hunt supposedly communed with the spirits of ancient architects. The chamber's existence has never been officially confirmed, dismissed by skeptics, but several estate workers over the years have claimed to hear whispers emanating from the ground. In the bustling heart of Chicago, the Rookery Building stands as a beacon of architectural innovation, completed in 1888. Its light court, redesigned by Frank Lloyd Wright in 1905, is a study in the manipulation of natural light and energy. Wright employed geometric patterns reminiscent of ancient Egyptian architecture, creating a space that seemingly bends light to its will, bathing the interior in a perpetual twilight glow. Engineers today struggle to replicate such effects without modern technology, suggesting that Wright tapped into a forgotten science of light manipulation. The building's owners have discouraged extensive studies, ensuring the rookery's secrets remain locked away, known only to those willing to see beyond the mundane. Journeying to the windswept shores of Newport, Rhode Island, the Marble House stands as a monument to the Gilded Age's grandeur, completed in 1892. Architect Richard Morris Hunt, a master of hidden symbology, imbued the mansion with elements of ancient Greek and Roman design, believed to be conduits for divine energies. The mansion's ballroom, with its intricate mosaics and towering columns, was purportedly designed to amplify the spiritual energies of its inhabitants. Documentation from the period speaks of guests experiencing heightened senses and vivid dreams after spending time within its walls. Despite the mystical allure, these accounts have been relegated to the realm of fiction, dismissed by historians focused on more tangible aspects of design. The Philadelphia City Hall, completed in 1901, dominates the skyline with its monumental presence. Its design, a blend of French Second Empire and Renaissance Revival styles, incorporates a complex network of tunnels and chambers. Rumored to be part of a larger network of ley lines, these tunnels were said to channel the Earth's natural energies into the heart of the city. This architectural feat, conceived by architect John MacArthur Jr., was supposedly guided by an ancient map of geomagnetic currents. Despite these fascinating claims, the tunnels are now sealed off, and any exploration is strictly prohibited by city officials, who maintain that their closure is solely a matter of safety. As the 20th century dawned, a veil of modernity descended, casting shadows over the intricate tapestries of architectural grandeur. This shift was not a natural evolution but a forced march into uniformity. The rise of concrete was propelled by the institutional might of entities like the Federal Housing Administration, established in 1934. This powerful gatekeeper systematically dismantled the architectural diversity that defined American cities. Their policies favored mass-produced, cost-effective buildings, pushing aside the artistry of stone and wood. A former FHA official, under the pseudonym Mason, revealed that the agency's unpublished guidelines were heavily influenced by cement industry lobbyists who sought to monopolize urban landscapes. Mason's disclosures were swiftly buried under layers of bureaucratic jargon, his credibility shattered by orchestrated scandals. The new architectural paradigm was born in the heart of Chicago's skyline, where the Monadnock Building, completed in 1893, stands as a testament to the transition from ornate to austere. Originally designed with detailed ornamentation, the building's southern half was completed with minimalist brickwork, a stark departure from its northern counterpart. This sudden change was rumored to be the result of financial pressures exerted by cement tycoons, who sought to showcase the efficiency of unadorned surfaces. Architect Daniel Burnham, one of the building's masterminds, reportedly lamented the loss of artistic integrity, yet his words were lost amidst the growing frenzy for economic expedience. The building's duality remains a monument to the clash between beauty and banality. As the mid-century approached, the Art Deco movement offered a brief reprieve from the monotony of concrete, with structures like the Chrysler Building, completed in 1930, soaring into the skyline with gleaming elegance. Yet, even this style was a compromise, a blend of opulence and industrial simplicity. Behind the scenes, the Art Deco's geometric forms were dictated by the limitations of reinforced concrete, a fact obscured by its dazzling facades. Architect William Van Allen, the genius behind the Chrysler, was coerced into abandoning his earlier, more elaborate designs due to pressures from financiers who prioritized profits over aesthetics. His original blueprints, rumored to reveal a more intricate vision, were reportedly confiscated by the building's owners and remain locked away to this day. During this era, the public was sold a vision of progress where beauty was deemed an unnecessary luxury. The international style, with its emphasis on functionalism, was heralded as the future of architecture. Structures like the Seagram Building, completed in 1958, embodied this philosophy with its stark facade of steel and glass. Yet beneath this facade lay an undercurrent of dissatisfaction. Architect Mies van der Rohe, a proponent of the style, privately confessed to colleagues about his longing for the expressive detailing of past eras. In letters now hidden in private collections, he lamented the loss of architectural soul, a sentiment that resonated with those who had witnessed the vibrant cityscapes of yesteryears. The final chapter in this saga of architectural decline is symbolized by the Pruitt-Igoe housing project in St. Louis, completed in 1954 and demolished in 1972. It was hailed as a modern solution to urban housing, yet its failure underscored the inherent flaws of concrete's dominance. The stark, utilitarian design alienated its residents, fostering decay and despair. The project's architect, Minoru Yamasaki, despaired over its demise, acknowledging that the relentless pursuit of efficiency had eclipsed the human need for beauty and connection. Pruitt-Igoe's implosion marked a pivotal moment, a literal and symbolic collapse of the concrete utopia, yet its lessons remain largely unheeded in the annals of architectural history. In the modern echo of past grandeur, whispers of a reawakening begin to stir. Hidden within the urban sprawl of Boston lies a forgotten gem, the Ames Building, completed in 1893, a rare survivor of the Romanesque revival. This edifice, with its grand arches and intricate stonework, stands defiant amidst the encroaching concrete jungle. Recently, a group of architectural historians, led by Dr. Evelyn Grant, have begun to unearth forgotten blueprints and documents salvaged from a sealed vault within the building. These papers detail construction techniques thought lost to time, hinting at an architectural renaissance that was cut short. Yet, the establishment remains silent, uninterested in revisiting the past, holding tightly to the status quo. Across the nation, in a quaint corner of Pasadena, the Gamble House stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of the arts and crafts movement. Completed in 1909 by architects Charles and Henry Green, the house is a masterpiece of handcrafted details and natural materials. The brothers' meticulous artistry, inspired by Japanese aesthetics and traditional craftsmanship, created a dwelling that breathes with the life of its surroundings. Today, scholars and artisans gather here, quietly rekindling the flames of forgotten crafts. They study the intricate joinery and organic forms, rediscovering techniques that harmonize structure and spirit. The Gamble House serves as a beacon, a reminder that beauty and function can coexist, whispering to a world that has largely turned a deaf ear. In the bustling heart of New Orleans, the Preservation Hall stands as a sanctuary of sound and structure. Established in 1961 within a building that dates back to the beginning of the 19th century, it embodies the soul of the city. Its facade, worn yet resilient, hints at the stories etched into its walls. Recently, acoustic researchers have noted the hall's unique ability to amplify music naturally, creating a soundscape that modern venues struggle to replicate. The secret lies in the building's original construction, which utilizes materials and dimensions that resonate with natural frequencies. Musicians and historians alike are drawn to this place, seeking to understand and preserve the intangible magic that seems to flow through its very walls. In the scenic landscapes of New Mexico, the Taos Pueblo stands as an enduring symbol of indigenous architecture and resilience. Constructed over 1,000 years ago, these adobe structures are a living testament to sustainable design. The Pueblo's thick earthen walls provide natural insulation, a technique that modern eco-architects strive to emulate. Recently, cultural preservationists have begun collaborating with indigenous leaders to document these ancient methods, aiming to integrate them into contemporary practices. This collaboration represents a fusion of past wisdom and future innovation, challenging the dominance of concrete by demonstrating the viability of alternative, holistic architectural solutions. Finally, at the heart of Washington, D.C., the Library of Congress stands as a monument to the enduring power of knowledge and artistry. Its ornate interiors, completed in 1897, are a celebration of human achievement and creativity. The library's Great Hall, with its vaulted ceilings and intricate mosaics, serves as a reminder of what once was and what could be again. Today, artists and architects gather within its halls, inspired by its beauty, and leave with a renewed sense of purpose. They form quiet movements, advocating for a return to architecture that inspires and uplifts, resisting the cold embrace of concrete that has dominated for too long.